Hi folks, John Byers here with another quick video about, this time, earnest money. Earnest money is a simple concept, but it is important to understand just how it works for both buyers and sellers. In Texas, the earnest money amount is agreed on in the very first page of our contract. The buyer is basically stating, I'm going to be putting this agreed amount down just as soon as we have an executed contract. It tells the seller that the buyer is serious or earnest. Earnest money is typically about 1% of the purchase price. That means for a $150,000 home, $1,500. For a $500,000 home, $5,000. Earnest money is deposited with either an attorney or a title company, and it will be held by that independent third party during the entire purchase process. Earnest money is on deposit, but it always remains the buyer's money. So, for example, if a buyer were to find out during the option period that the home didn't meet their standards, they could terminate the contract and the earnest money will be returned or refunded back to that buyer. Now, if they're past the option period and the buyer just changes his mind and wants out of the deal, and there's not another out clause for them available in the contract, at that point the buyer could offer the earnest money to the seller, asking them to release the buyer from the contract, keeping the earnest money as compensation for having held the home off the market. Now, as long as everything goes forward and the deal closes, earnest money is applied to the buyer's closing costs. So if they put down $5,000 and they're supposed to bring $12,000 to closing, they only need to bring the difference, $7,000, because the $5,000 worth of earnest money will be applied to the closing costs. So, earnest money is the amount of money a buyer places on deposit to let the seller know they're serious, and the amount of money helps the seller know if something goes wrong. There is an amount of money available that is worth working with a buyer to come to an agreement. So it's pretty simple. Part of the contract, like I said, typically about 1% of the purchase price. And in a good and normal transaction, it will apply to the buyer's closing cost at closing, and everybody's happy. Thanks for watching. I'm John Byers, and it's always a buyer's market. Call me at 979-846-1995 if you have any questions.